Um, there was a man that had parked outside of their gate and followed them.
For weeks, we thought we knew the full story of Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa. Their quiet life in Santa Fe, their tragic passing, and the simple explanation of natural causes. But now, new police body cam footage and eyewitness accounts have surfaced, raising questions about what really happened in the weeks leading up to their deaths. The information we are about to discuss could mean nothing, or it could mean everything in piecing together the full story of the tragedy at the Hackman home. You're on the Anything History Channel, and we're about to dive into this new development. It turns out Betsy Arakawa believed she was being followed, not once but twice. In newly released footage, Arakawa's hairstylist Christopher told police that Betsy had shared chilling details about a man lurking outside their gated home.
Not this last haircut, but coloring cut, but the coloring cut in December. She mentioned to me that there was a man that had parked outside of their gate and followed them on 2 separate occasions, I believe is what she told me. One occasion is when they went to White Rock. They went and had lunch there, and the guy followed them from parked outside of the gate, followed them from the gate of the residence all the way to White Rock.
So we have a strange man following them to a restaurant in White Rock and even approaching them with some kind of binder that contained paraphernalia of Hackman. He allegedly was harassing the couple and wanting Gene to sign the contents. Who was this man? And why was he so persistent? Just a crazed fan? Maybe, but this was Santa Fe, not the streets in Hollywood territory. Betsy reportedly told Christopher that she was shocked security hadn't stopped the man.
The main gate, and there's another gate up on top. Did she specify which gate?
She didn't specify which gate, but she also didn't know how long this person had been parked.
The main gate.
Main gate or second gate? She didn't really say, but she's surprised that security didn't. How he got there or because she said when we left, she says, I noticed that this car had followed us from the residence to White Rock. She said we went and had lunch. The guy pulled out a folder of photos of her husband and wanted him to sign me.
And then there was a second time. Yes, on a second occasion, the same man followed them again, this time offering them a bottle of wine. Cautious and afraid, they refused.
And I said, we were sitting here, and I said, that's so weird because Santa Fe's not a place of paparazzi stuff, but need it. I said to her, this is weird. I said, this is not Santa Fe. I said, did you call or say anything? And she said, I told him that, she approached him and said, I told him he needed to have more respect.
Yeah.
And so she says, we left.
Could these encounters have meant something more? How did this guy know their whereabouts that easily? Betsy and Gene were known to be very secretive, yet this particular person seemed to have no problem knowing how to track them down. Here's where things get even more unsettling. We now know that on February 12th, the day after Betsy was last seen, she made a call to Cloudberry Health, a local medical concierge service. Was she sick? Was she worried? Or was she trying to reach out for help? Then there's the medical examiner's report. Betsy's cause of death? Hantavirus, a rare and deadly disease contracted from rodents. But here's what doesn't sit right. Hantavirus is incredibly rare, and the incubation period can vary from days to weeks. There are so many questions that need to be truthfully and factually answered. But was their paranoia about being followed somehow connected to their final days? Was the possible stalking just a coincidence, or is there more to it? Can you just ignore what the hairdresser was stating to the sheriff officer? Remember, they are the ones that released the footage. Are they secretly telling us something too? The answers may never be clear. But one thing is certain, there are missing pieces to this story, and they raise serious doubts about the official explanation of natural causes. There were warnings, there were fears, and now there are more questions than ever before. What do you think? Was Betsy's fear just paranoia, or was there something more to it? Could this mystery man have played a bigger role than we realize? The truth may be buried with them, but the story isn't over yet. We'll keep watching as this puzzle unfolds. What once seemed like a straightforward tragedy at Jean and Betsy's home is now revealing layers of complexity. Is there anyone reliable enough to put all the pieces together so we can finally know the full truth? That remains uncertain, especially with no one stepping into a courtroom yet to begin the battle over the estimated $80 million estate. In the end, the whole truth may not be what those involved are after. They may only need just enough to divide the cash peacefully among those waiting.